Hi and welcome to my latest video. I wanted to show you how I'm repairing a floor jack, and while I was at it I would show you my current floor jack collection, which I know everybody really wants to know about that. It all started with this one back in the 80s. This is actually the first step up from a bottle jack. The bottle jack was the first step up from the included bumper jack on the old Ford. So this is actually not a floor jack, it's called a trolley jack. It still serves a good purpose if you want to throw something underneath the car and balance a transmission on it. I upgraded to this 3.5 ton, bought it new Arcan from Costco, and I have a video on that one. But lately I've noticed people are throwing jacks away. So I found this Craftsman, and it just needed some hydraulic fluid, but since then I decided I would buy some parts for it anyway. This one was thrown in on a deal. It's a snap-on YA642, I think, 1.5 or 2 ton. And then we've got the Hein Warner from the 60s, I believe. Another purchase from a salvage yard. The Sears 2 ton from Japan. I really like these, the 2 ton and the 1.5 ton that I'm about to show you. Well made. Back in the day we thought stuff from Japan was awful. Now I think we know differently. So let's take a look at what we're working on today. That's right, 1.5 ton Sears made in Japan floor jack. I've not been wanting to take these apart because it looked like everybody disassembles the frame and has multiple pieces. However, I did find a good friend that had some rather large 2 3/8 sockets, and I decided I would try it this way. I took the spring off. This one's already got, has already been disassembled. But if you watch what I'm about to do, you'll see that you don't need to disassemble the whole jack in order to get that nut off, provided you've got some big sockets around. Now, what I did, if I can do it without dropping the phone, I laid the jack down like this. Again, took the spring off and took the cotter pin out of the saddle here, and slid the saddle, if you will, underneath an immovable object, in this case the log splitter. Then I had a straight shot at this nut, which is currently off, and I was able to get at the nut with this giant socket, just like that. Block it up on this side with a 2x4 or a 4x4 as needed. Put your ratchet or your breaker bar on there. Here's a breaker bar that happens to have a 2 3/8, which was another size I needed. And you've got an immovable object, the log splitter, holding down the front of the top of the floor jack, and you can pretty much crank away. It beats the heck out of chasing your bench vise all over the garage with a 36 or 48 inch pipe wrench. So, something for you guys to think about. It's a 10 or 15 minute operation instead of a 2 or 3 hour operation, and I hope that gets you somewhere. Until next time, hope you had a nice time. Look forward to hearing from you. Oh yeah, the other thing is, where do you find parts? And I found parts looking, the part I needed is a U-cup. So if you look for a U-cup seal on one of the famous auction sites, you can see that you can buy just the U-cup seal, and there's an O-ring store with O-rings and more They even have U-cup seals, and you can order from them. And once you disassemble your jack, you can make all your measurements and make your orders. Anyway, I plan on reversing this process when I go to reassemble this jack, and I don't think I'll let you know how it goes. But I hope you found this interesting, and always work safely. Bye for now.